Hi folks, welcome back. So I am coining a new term called skillops, and in this video I want to explain what it is and why I am coining this term. I am also, by the way, releasing a product that implements this idea, and I'll leave links to all that down in the description. So the motivation for this idea is that as everyone keeps saying, skills are now the primary surface for building and delivering agents. And in pretty much all the companies that I work with, skills are the main way those companies write out their internal processes, their internal knowledge, and that's how they build agents. So, to most companies out there, the easiest and quickest and most effective way to build an agent is actually to write a skill and then use that skill in whatever AI agent stack they're using, whether it's Claude or OpenAI or Gemini. And that's great. That works really well. What is missing is a full governance and life cycle manager for those skills. So take, for example, a scenario where I work at a company and I write a skill, let's say for rewriting content in the company voice. That's a very common one, actually. And I want to share it with everyone else at the company. And not just share it, I want to be able to see analytics on who all within the company are actually using and invoking that skill. I want to be able to see how effective that skill is at doing the job that it does. And then I want to be able to get feedback from people and evolve and change and edit that skill. And I even want my colleagues to be able to suggest changes to skills based on their usage and their experience. But I, as the owner and author of the skill, want to be able to review and approve and manage those suggested changes. So that's the full life cycle of a skill, not just authoring it, but also sharing it, managing it, measuring it, seeing analytics and observability, and then changing it based on usage and feedback. And none of the current major agent stacks, whether from Claude or OpenAI or Gemini, have this full life cycle. And this is a pain point I kept seeing again and again. And that is the main gap that this notion of skill ops is trying to address. Very importantly, skill ops is entirely vendor neutral. Just to talk about implementation for just a minute, it is implemented as an MCP gateway, an MCP server that serves up skills as resources, and these skills can be used in any agent stack that you use within your company. You just need to add this SkillOps MCP gateway as one of the MCPs in your stack, and all the agent stacks support MCP, so it should work everywhere. So this idea that the way you manage and govern your skills is completely vendor neutral and not tied to your model stack is very important, because skills are often the valuable institutional knowledge and encoding of your internal processes that you don't want locked into one single vendor. You want to be able to take it with you if you change providers. And this entire life cycle really simplifies it for end users. It lets you manage and version and view analytics on skills without having to mess around with Git or GitHub repos or look at PRs and stuff like that. So domain experts can author their own skills using their domain knowledge. They can get change requests from their colleagues with whom they can share skills. You get versioned history and governance and visibility. In other words, you get to treat skills as first class operational assets. So that was the background and motivation, but at SkillOps, skillops.app. I am releasing a product that actually lets you author skills, it manages skills for you, and handles this entire skill lifecycle that I just talked about. It is live at skillops.app. Check it out. Give me feedback. If you have questions, feel free to reach out. Thanks.